Ash.
And I'm Tate.
And this is Not As Fkd.
A little bit fucked.
A little bit fucked. This episode, Tate is fucked. This is a mini-sode / announcement-sode. So, we've taken a break the last couple of weeks. I did have a couple of people message me asking if we were coming back. We are. Hello, we're here. How are you?
Hello.
Yeah, so we took a little bit of a break just because, you know, mental health podcast means mental health issues. But what we're actually planning on doing is just changing the formatting up a little bit. We love everything Not As Fkd stands for, everything it's about, what we do, all that kind of stuff. But it's a little bit unsustainable for us at the moment. We found that towards the last couple of episodes, we were sort of forcing conversations. And the whole thing is about real conversations, which isn't sort of what we were having. So what we're doing now is we're going to have real conversations about a randomly generated topic, and we're just going to chat about that sort of stuff. But it's still going to be a mental health podcast in the fact that we're not going to hide anything that comes up, but it's more about if it does come up, it's okay to bring it up. If that makes any sense to anyone. Cool.
Yeah. And also, this is like the 7th time that we've tried to record this, so
yes.
We do apologise. We've had a lot of tech issues. So
We've completely changed systems.
It's been a morning. It's been just over an hour. Which is, I mean, it's not too bad.
That's why we started earlier. We knew something like this was going to happen.
So yeah, that's what's happening.
Yes. So, we're just going to do a mini sort of like,
Mini?
Yeah, a mini sort of like, if you're not watching the video, Tate keeps looking up in the corner at me because of the way the videos are suspended. But in the very first shot, he was looking the wrong direction for a full 2 minutes before I brought it up with him.
Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that, I appreciate it.
I didn't know.
But if this is mirrored, does that mean it's going to be that way now?
It's not mirrored. But you still... No. Yes.
Sweet. Okay.
Cool.
Never mind that.
No, my videos... The image... So my video is mirrored for some reason. But that doesn't affect where I am in relation to your video.
Alright, so you're up there.
Yeah. Because see how my YouTube pillow is backwards?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. It's not... Is it not? It's mirrored for me. We're not going into it. Doesn't matter. Who fucking cares? We're recording. Mine says...
Also, yes.
Abbott.
Abbott?
Abbott.
Yeah, Abbott. To listen to a really good podcast.
I hate you. So we're going to start with a randomly generated topic. Our conversation starter this week is, what is your favourite party game or board game?
Ooh,
Yes.
that's a good one.
So I guess
Party game,
let's give it a couple of categories, I think. So let's first go like party game in terms of like being an adult and like drinking games or something like that.
Hell yeah.
Party games when you were a kid. So you know how there's like pass the parcel and all that kind of stuff. And then board games is its own topic, its own section.
Can I just say I hated Pass the Parcel because I've never won. No, I've never won Pass the Parcel.
Really?
Ever.
You know, Maddie Reid? We played Pass the Parcel at her hen's night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, right.
It was fucking great because we were in the middle of a restaurant in Northbridge, and Karis had like put like condoms and just like sex toys, and then there are like these weird jokes or trivia things, and then there was also embarrassing facts about Mads in there, and it was just
cool.
It was just a whole like thing of ridiculousness. And then whoever won those prizes, you had to carry them around openly for the rest of the night, no matter what they were.
Of course, it was like you didn't want to win it, to be honest.
Yeah, but it was great. It was great. I think everybody walked away with a condom at least. And then I think the main thing was like a sex toy or something like that. But that was a great revision of Pass the Parcel.
Yeah. Childhood game. Yeah, that's cool.
I think when you're a parent, though, when you're doing, like, you're hosting the Pass the Parcel for the kids or whatever, like, shouldn't you kind of try and get it to stop on everybody? Isn't that like, because it's controlled by a parent and every layer is meant to have something. So did you never win anything, or did you just never win the main prize?
What do you mean each layer has something?
Each layer in Pass the Parcel is meant to have something in it. Like
Not each layer.
Yeah.
Like every other layer.
No, when we were a kid, everything would have something, but it would just be something little, like a little thing of stickers, or like just a Freddo. There was like a Freddo in every other layer, and then occasionally there would be stuff that was like better stuff than the other stuff. Probably so that nobody ended up jaded like you are right now about it.
So this is a direct message to
Jenny.
Every childhood mother. No, not my mum. I don't think we ever played Pass Puzzle at my birthdays.
Oh, okay.
To every childhood mother of my friends.
Fuck you.
What the fuck?
Poor Tate. He's upset. So, okay, so if you didn't like Pass the Puzzle, what did you like?
Scarred me. That one where you hang donuts from the clothesline and then you gotta eat them.
I think that's such an Australian sentence.
It's like Goon of Fortune, but with donuts.
That's an even more Australian sentence. So it's kind of like, yeah, so you've got to try and eat them, and your hands are tied behind your back. Yeah, so you've got to try and...
You don't have to have them tied behind your back.
Oh, no, but
you can
like...
eat free, just don't use your hands.
Yeah, you're not meant to use your hands.
You get a string, you get the donut, tie that string to the clothesline, and then the clothesline's spinning, you're going to try and eat your donut.
Wait, yours was spinning?
Yeah, it's part of the challenge.
I don't think we ever did it spinning.
The clothesline.
Oh, so you had like a Hills hoist and you'd hang them from that and then spin it around, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't think we ever did spinning, and I think sometimes it wouldn't always be a clothesline; it would be like a tree or something like that. But because you're small children and you're trying to fit like donuts and stuff in your mouth without your hands, it's very much like you've got to try and move around. And I don't think we ever did spinning. I think that was a bit advanced for my childhood. But yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
I never liked musical chairs. Kids got violent.
Yeah.
Like, so violent.
It's one of the most violent sports that there are.
Musical chairs.
Musical chairs.
Yeah. That
is brutal.
It is.
Like, the amount of kids that would draw blood.
Wow, really?
Just like pushing kids off, stealing chairs. Someone goes to sit down and rip it out from underneath them.
Yeah, so we would have girls that would like pull hair and shove each other. So musical chairs is straight up out for me. But Milo can't decide if she wants to be in the room or outside of the room. I did really like, I think Pass the Parcel was my favourite when it was party time, just because I think my parents would always, I never got invited to other people's parties, so it was always just my parents and people coming to my parties. So I never had that disappointment of another friend's parents being shit. So my mum was good in that she'd always made sure that somebody got, like, whoever got it got something, and that everybody would sort of stop. And I think if there was anyone that she missed by accident, she would give them some, like a chocolate or a candy or whatever afterwards, and just be like, sorry. Yeah. What about adult party games? That sounds Again, if you're not watching the video, you've got to. Tate's expressions are just brilliant.
It's too much sometimes. Too many expressions, all in one face. Good luck.
All at once.
A drinking game or adult game?
Drinking game.
Drinking game. Okay, so there was one that one of my mates, Mitch, introduced you to. I'm pretty sure we were just at an after party for something that we did, and it was like this. It was like a day at the races or something like that. It was like a horse racing game, and basically you've got the 4 suits, and then you just pile out cards, and then that. Like, you get the 4 aces and you set them all there, and they've got to get to like the 10th spot, and you just go through the deck flipping cards, and if it's that suit, then you move that card up one.
Right. Okay. So you're trying to be the first one to the end.
Yeah, and like everyone's like betting on, and you bet how many drinks and everything like this, and you can bet like halfway, and like you can do 3/4 and all this sort of stuff. Fucking messy, but it's such a good game.
Wow, that does sound interesting. I don't think I've ever played
Such a good game, and it's so fast paced because it's like flip card, go, flip card, go, flip card, flip card, flip card. Halfway, they're losing. Take drink, go.
Yeah. That's cool. I think in the same sense, the ones that have sort of too many rules or are sort of longer are not as fun. Like King's Cup, you get very tired of very quickly because it's...
Unless you get through King's Cup, or it's the King's Cup Jenga.
King's Cup Jenga's good. I think there's, like, I don't know, when I've played King's Cup, it's been fun, but there's always, like... It sort of depends on how it goes, because some of the categories are just a bit shit. Like, some of the rules, like playing categories sucks, because somebody always gets it wrong like 1 or 2 times, and then it's either not long enough or it's too long. You know, like there's no real middle ground. It is fun, but then there's also the really shitty punishment of having to finish the King's Cup, and it never ends well. I don't know if these are translatable to other audiences or not, but we know what we're talking about, so it doesn't matter.
King's Cup.
Nah, fuck it. They can figure it out.
I was
Play it at your next party, see what happens.
I was talking to a mate, an English mate actually, and she called it something else. She was like, "Hey, do you have that game where you sit around and you like have cards and then you drink?" And I was like,
game ever.
I was like, that's every drinking game. It was just like, no, but the one where like you've got like the cup in the middle. And I was like King's Cup. She was like, what are the rules? And it's like, ace is this, 2 is this, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But she called it something weird.
Were you good with that? Remember. I think my favorite party game is just Higher or Lower, which is essentially just Casino Wars, but instead of chips, you play with drinks. So it's like, It's literally, and it's good because, again, like I say this over and over again, I don't have a lot of friends. So when I do sort of drink with more people, I'm usually not around to the drinking game portion. Like I usually leave because I just end up anxious and unhappy, so I'll just go home. But, so it's usually good to play like a few people together. And it's simply just like one person has the card and you put one card down to start. The next one you say, is it higher or lower? And then they have to guess. And if they're wrong, they have to drink.
Higher.
I don't have cards in front of me. So you're wrong.
Higher.
Drink. You just find something.
Let's stay hydrated.
Is it just water?
It's Woolworths brand, lightly sparkling water.
Oh god!
Lime flavored.
You drink sparkling water?
Sparkling water is bomb.
You are a masochist. Wait, I'm using that word wrong.
Just because I want to hurt myself when I drink water doesn't mean I'm a masochist.
Yes, it does.
Like, what does this water need? It needs more knives.
No, sparkling water is horrible. You're a terrible person.
I know.
I'm aware. Higher or lower is my favorite because the rules are really easy. You can't really argue with it, and you can get through it quite quickly, and you can just keep fucking playing forever. There's no like end until you're just done. Like you can end at the end of the deck, or you can keep going, or however. Like it's just very malleable, I guess, flexible. Sort of a game. So I think that's my favorite drinking game, and everybody can get it. It doesn't matter. It's
pretty easy.
Yeah.
But where do aces sit? Are they high?
Aces are 1.
It's low. Okay.
Yeah. So ace is 1 all the way up to king.
All right.
Yeah, but I think you can make my friends and I, we made a extra rule at one point, is if you guess wrong and actually no matter what you get and you guess an ace. What just happened there?
I just moved my camera.
Well, let me
accidentally.
No, that's fine. Yeah,
I
so
think that's
if you get an ace, no matter what you guess, you have to drink. So that way, even if somebody gets like 48 cards right, they have to drink at least 4 times.
Yeah.
Ace is just an always drink. That's my favourite drinking game. Adult party game.
Boom. If you know, you
What
know.
about board games?
Well, I don't like playing board games. I like playing fun games.
I really wish you were here in person so I could hit you sometimes. Thank you.
It didn't even make a good sound. It wasn't even worth it.
It didn't. It was visually appealing though, so that's okay.
There we go. That's better.
Tate slapped himself if you're not watching the video.
Masochist. Like as much as it hurts everybody, I love playing Monopoly. It's so fun to just piss everyone off.
We've had this
Everyone
conversation
gets
before.
so mad about it. Yeah. It's just so much fun to just wreak havoc.
Do you have
just
Monopoly at your house?
I
Do I have to
don't.
bring it with me? Okay, I'll bring it with me.
My sister has like 15 different Monopoly.
Okay, we'll go hang out with Giselle and get it.
She's got like so many collector's editions of fucking Monopoly that ever.
Yeah, mine's the same.
Yeah.
I love Monopoly as well. I think it's just, I feel like people get really angry about it, but like, I just don't understand why. Like, they get angry because it's a strategy game. It's not necessarily like,
Yeah.
you don't necessarily have to be like, really smart and quick-witted. Although I do really like, I want to say
Charades.
Quiplash, but I want to say Quiplash, but I know that's not right. That's Jackbox.
Quiplash. Stratego.
No.
Settlers of Catan.
Oh, fuck me.
Ultimate One Night Werewolf. Categories.
Ultimate what now? Please elaborate.
Ultimate Werewolf? One Night Ultimate
I
Werewolf?
don't know what that is.
It's like a werewolf, vampire, all those sort of games. Mafia, etc.
Oh.
And but the thing is, with it, it's just like a 1-turn round, basically.
Okay.
So you just get 15 minutes, everyone gets dealt their cards, and then everyone has like a different thing. So if you're an innocent, then you're just an innocent. And then you could be like the jester, which means like you swap out someone else's card, and then you're like, you're the defender, so you can have a look at someone else's card. You're like the witch doctor. You can either check 2 cards from the middle or 1 card from somebody. So like everyone gets a card, and then there's 3 cards in the middle. So it's like nobody could be the werewolf. If it is that there's 3 in there.
So it's kind of like Town of Salem, but board game.
Town of Salem, yeah.
Okay.
They're all the same, yeah. But it's just basically one round instead of like have you vote,
Yeah.
another night, have a vote, another night.
Now I want to...
Excuse me, sorry.
It's not... Now
My
I keep
God.
thinking about the word Quenda. That's not it. It's got like little squishy... Fuck. It's got all different... Hold on.
Flubber. It's Flubber.
It's not Flubber. Thank you for the callback.
I don't know what you're talking about. Ghostbusters.
No, it's like a team game.
A team game.
I've got it. Hold on. I'm gonna go get it because this is gonna fucking annoy the shit out of me.
Alright, I don't know. Let's just... Monopoly. Tetris. That's not a board game. Or is it? I don't know. What else we got? The bubble pop one. What's that one? You know, you've got you go the pins and you get the pegs and you go around and you push the bubble in the middle and it's got like a die in it. Mousetrap. That's another one. Yeah, Scattergrees. Banger. It's always a good game. Bullshit. It's a good one. The Hard Quiz. If anyone watches, what's his name's show? Tom Gleeson, Australian comedian. Hard Quiz. He's got a TV show. It's just basically like a board game. Back. What is it?
I was trying to leave my headset off for as long as I could to see if I can figure out what you were talking about. Doesn't
Did you figure out what I was
cute at
talking
all. I don't know. I heard Tom Gleason. Cranium.
Oh, Cranium. Cranium's hella fun. Yeah.
So it doesn't even
Cranium's
start with a Q. Cranium, and Cranium's a really good team game because there's lots of like creative bits in it. But Monopoly I think is my favorite because I find the competition fun, and like everyone's like, oh, but everybody cheats in Monopolies. Well, no, you don't have to. Like, you know.
If you do and you get away with it, then that's fine.
Yeah.
If you cheat and someone catches you, then you're penalised.
Yeah, but also, like, people are like, oh, it's so long, but they have ways to make it shorter. Like, you play until the chance cards are out, or, you know? Like,
You just play with everyone gets dealt, like, 5 properties to begin with.
Well, that's interesting.
That's a quick one.
But, like, I just find that there's lots of different ways to play it. And I think it's great. I think it's got a lot of good levels and stuff like that. But that's my favourite board game.
Yeah. Cranium's great. Cranium's a good game.
Cranium's
good solid
really
game.
good. But you need you need an even number of people to be able to play appropriately. So I think it's a good, like,
I've done it with, like, you just sort of like go around and you just read for each other and just sort of try not to be too much of a dick. Hurting the other person's opportunities to actually do something.
Yeah.
Bit of fun.
Yeah. I think Tanner and I would usually play with his mum and his sister, or like his family. We'd do it that way. But it's a really good game. It's a really good game. Good for couples nights and stuff like that as well. You can get a bit competitive, which is fun.
Jackbox games, they're always fun.
Jackbox games are always fun. I feel like you need a bigger group though. Like I always have this issue.
It's more fun with more people.
Yeah, like I don't ever have enough friends around or people that want to play those games to actually enjoy them. Do you know what I mean? Which kind of sucks. So I've played, like, we played Jackbox with some of Tanna's friends for a while, but like a sense of humour is I didn't enjoy it just because their sense of humour is very like cliquey and like their old jokes or, you know, stuff that they all sort of get. So if you're coming in on the outside of that, you're kind of like, this isn't funny. You guys are just being stupid. But like, it has meaning to them, but just not. But it's not stupid in like a general way. You know how there's like that general level of really low toilet humour or whatever it is that everybody gets and everybody finds a little bit funny. And if you don't find it a little bit funny when you're with your friends, then you're a psychopath. I was wondering what you were trying to do with your hands because the sound was delayed for a bit. Wonderful.
Always funny.
Thanks for that, Tate.
Yeah. You said toilet humor fart jokes.
Yeah.
So.
But like getting together and having a group of people that you get along with really well and that are actually interested and keen to play it is something I haven't really experienced yet, but I can see how it would be really fun. So that would be really good. I do have Jackbox. So yeah, and I think with like I'm streaming again tonight for the first time in like a few months. So I'm actually going to start trying to do that again. So speaking of video games, what is your favorite of all time video game? Only one. Wheel
of Fortune.
I hate you. Oh.
I'm just kidding. I fucking hate Wheel of Fortune. I always lose.
I was like, how do you have an opinion on Wheel of Fortune? I've never played Wheel of Fortune.
It's a video game.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
I have played,
for sure.
What's the one with the briefcases? Deal or No Deal?
Deal or No Deal.
I would play that all the time at Time Zone. It was great. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Zone. Yeah, what's your favourite of all time video game?
A singular or franchise?
Give me both.
Franchise Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, yeah, Ratchet and Clank's good. Isn't there a new one out?
There is. PS5 exclusive.
Fuck.
Yo. I realised I missed one. I missed the last one, which I didn't even realise was...
Did you get a PS5, by the way?
No. I don't have the money.
I don't use my PS4 enough to justify it, I don't think.
I don't know about singular.
You don't know
Singular
about
game
singular?
all time.
You think about that. I've got my answers.
All right, go for it. You
Okay.
go. Sushi Go. That's another good card game.
I've seen that. I do like Kittens in a Blender. That's fun.
It's in a blender.
Yeah. Elliot's got it. It's good. You've just got to...
Exploding kittens?
No, it's different. So Kittens in a Blender is like you I think you can only have like 4 people. But you have all these different kitten cards, and they're all like color coded. So like there's one person's purple, one person's blue, green, pink, yellow. I always go pink, and I think Elliot always goes yellow or green, because there's like one cat in there that he really loves, because they're all different pictures, like there's no repetition cards. And you just have to, you can only play 2 cards at once. You put a card down either on the bench, in the box, which is like the safe space, or in the blender. So that's where you sort of try and get rid of your opponent's cats. And then there are 2 other there are a couple of different play cards of like move 1 kitten 3 spaces, so you can move a cat from the blender into the box to try and save it. Then there's a blend card where you blend all the kittens in the blender, so then they're removed from play. That blend card will also move all the kittens from the counter, so like the mid limbo area, to the blender, but it also saves all the kittens that are in the box. So it removes those, and at the end of the game, whoever has the most kittens saved wins.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's whoever has the most kittens saved. A kitten saved is 2 points, and then a kitten blended is minus 1 point. So you do it like that. But it's very good because you can sort of target each other. And if you know your opponent's like favorite kitten, so I already can't remember its name, but Elliot has a favorite kitten that he loves, and I got it in the last game. So I made a very prominent point, knowing he could do nothing else, to put it in the blender and then blend it. And it's just very good. It's very fun. And you get really angry, and you can like swap hands with people, and then you're like, fuck, you're holding all my cards, or like all this kind of stuff. And then when people blend your kittens or put your kittens in the blender, it's very personal, and you sort of get angry about it. It's great. It's a good game. I'll buy it for you for Christmas. Video games. My favorite singular, Subnautica. Hands down, no questions, 100%. It's got so many levels. It's got like danger, so you can like fight things, or you can avoid them, which is a big deal for me because I'm not a combat person. It's beautiful. You can make little friends. There's lots of secrets. There's just different levels and layers. The story's really good, but it's solo, and being solo and the only like living, essentially sentient thing on the entire planet doesn't take away from any of that. So you don't have to have weird dialogue with people, and you know, some dialogue is very hit or miss. Like I'm playing The Witcher at the moment, and I just press space so many times because I'm like, you guys talk so slowly about nothing in particular, and it really frustrates me. Just give me the answer of where the griffin is, and then I can go. And it's resource management as well, but not sort of like detrimentally. Like you can make a bunch of stuff, and like the upgrades are very sort of linear. It also doesn't have sort of no explanation about what you're doing, like Ark, you know. So it's really good. I love it, and it's beautiful. The music's great, and it's terrifying at the same time. It's fabulous. So that's my favorite solo. My favorite franchise, Spyro. I love Spyro. I love that little dragon so much.
That's right.
I
watching you play Spyro.
I think you can see there's my little collector's edition of all the Spyro games in that little metal box. But I love him. He was like one of my first crushes when I was a kid. It was on the look.
On a dragon.
Yeah. Explains a lot about my life. Although I don't like some of the more recent sort of art and stuff they did, like during why do I want to call it Skyforce? Skylanders.
Oh, yeah.
Skylanders things, like Spyro just looked angry and mean. He's not angry and mean. He's a cute little quirky dragon, and he's just really great at things, and I love him.
It's just misunderstood.
Yeah. But franchise is Spyro. Maybe as I've gotten older, Hitman is also close second to Spyro, just because the amount of shit you can do is ridiculous and it's great. The amount of people I kill with a screwdriver to the face is just a lot. A lot of the times I will just peg it at their face and just bolt the fuck away and hope nothing happens. I would be a terrible assassin. But yeah, those are my tops, I would say. So yours is Ratchet and Clank. What about your singular? Did you think about it or no?
See, the thing that just keeps coming back to my mind is Fable 3.
Yeah?
Fable's such a good game.
I've never played a Fable.
Fable, so good. So good.
It's a lot of combat though, isn't it?
Just good. Not necessarily. Like, yeah, there's fighting and stuff in it, but like you don't have to go that way at all.
I think I like things with like either puzzles and sort of like discovery things, like you've got to find this and this, or resource management, because it's the same kind of thing. You've got to find these things to enable you to survive, to move on, kind of thing. I think that is sort of the pull for me. But it's all solo stuff. Like I just can't do multiplayer. I just always have a shit time. Like always. It's like the reason I stopped streaming was I was playing Valorant with a group of people that I know, but then also like people that Tanna usually plays with. And Tanna got off, went to bed, and then there's a limited amount of people you can have in your party. And instead of saying, oh, I'm going to go play with this person in another party, they asked me to leave so that person could join while I was on stream. And that really fucked with my confidence, like a lot. And I haven't streamed for like 6+ months because of that, just because I'm like, I just don't, it just made me feel awkward and uncomfortable. And I was just like, nah, I'm just going to stop. So now I'm going to start streaming again because I do enjoy it, but I'm likely not going to play multiplayer, or if I do play with people, it'll be, with like you or Laura or Victoria or someone like that, because it just made me feel like shit. Yeah. Yeah. And it was so casual about it. And I was like, that was so fucking rude. And I bet they don't even know how rude that was, because I don't think I ever brought it up with them, because I haven't spoken to them since. Because I've not played any video games really since then.
Huh.
Yeah. So I think I've been playing a little bit, like updating Animal Crossing, although there's nothing much more I can do there. Stardew Valley on my Switch, and I played a bit of Spyro, but yeah. And then last night I picked up Witcher. But yeah, that's kind of it.
Which is good, which is fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I'm a little bit confused, but that's okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of dialogue. There's a lot of dialogue.
So much happening. But yeah, so I'll probably be playing Witcher on stream tonight, I think.
Sickness.
But yeah, I think games, everybody has some sort of like history with games and things that they like. So I find it funny that one of the first things you picked up was not winning Pass the Puzzle.
I'll never let it go. I'll never let it go. Fair
enough. Anyway, this has been like a, I guess not so mini, but kind of mini version of sort of what our new, what our new format.
I mean, technically we've been going for like 2 hours, but it's just...
This recording is only 41 minutes so far.
Yeah.
Oops. So this is kind of a teaser, a look into sort of what the podcast is going to be from now on. So like, even see how it just kind of happens naturally, how we were talking about that, and then I was able to comfortably bring up sort of something that upset me in the last 8 months. Like, it was a while ago, but it's still like really, like, it makes me sad to think about because it just made me feel very unwanted. And so, yeah, don't do shit like that. Like, if you want to go play with someone, you don't kick somebody out. That's like a really, really rude way of doing it. Like, just be like, sorry guys, I'm going to go play this with this person. You can come over if you want to join, or whatever it is,
Yeah.
But asking somebody to leave is really rude. And if
Dick move.
yeah, but it's just think about how you sort of do that kind of thing, because playing games online, board games, whatever it is a very sort of like bonding, sort of fun experience. It's like Tate and I were playing Portal. We were playing Portal for so long.
You should get Tabletopia. Just like a tabletop simulator.
Does that mean,
Same, I'm pretty sure it's free.
does that mean we can play Monopoly?
Online. Yeah.
Sorry, headphone users.
You can play heaps of different games. I've got it's Tabletopia and Tabletop Simulator.
Send me the links. Send me the links, and I will do it. But yeah,
online.
so
If anyone else wants to join us.
yeah, send us a message. We'll create a little Discord server or something for Not As Fkd gaming, or it'll probably be under the Lounge Room Gaming, because that way, we can put it there and I can put clips up there. Lounge Room is the production company that I've started, by the way. So we have Not As Fkd, we have Dead Obsessed, we have Starcrossed, which is a show that I'm currently auditioning, which I wrote myself, and it took me a long time, and I'm still kind of like, yeah, it's all right. I'm sure it'll be great. But Dead Obsessed has a Fringe show coming up live on the 25th of the 11th. Tate will be our chat moderator. So if you do want tickets for that, check any of my socials. Go to the Lounge Room website. Tickets are available there. All sorts of stuff like that. And thanks so much for listening. I've been Ash.
I am still Tate.
And this has been Not As Fkd. We will see you for a full-length episode next time. Bye.
Hey, see ya. Have fun. Enjoy your week. Yes.
Bye.